Alright guys and gals, let's finish up the F1 truck with RB20 and AMP24 F1 cars by Lego City Formula 1. This is set number 60445, contains 1,086 bricks, retails $499.99, and this set was provided by the Lego Group for early review, so thank you Lego. And yeah, let me put that on my lap. I know things sound a little weird right now. I'm using the phone for something else. Matter of fact, I'm tethered to Ethernet on it. That's a long story with that. And this is what we've done here. So far, we're getting close. I got bags 8, 9, and 10 left. And the last installment, I was pretty pleased with the build. We hadn't had anything fall off or anything like that. It's still at a 9.5, mainly just due to scuffed parts. That's it. Nothing too major. And now, we're going to be continuing on with the build. So let's begin with bag 8. So right now I'm multitasking and I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff done. I'm still cleaning up the room. I got a bunch of other things going here at once, like literally multitasking. So I'm hoping everything comes out fine. And yeah, so I'm going to keep the phone here from falling down. So you're going to need more of those panels here. Let's grab those out of the bulk bag. I think that's it for these. And let's see if I can breeze through this. This is a set. I mean, it's not a bad one. I just want to get it done and filmed, because I got a lot more to film than just this. This was my only set. I'd take my time, but you know, they give us very little time to film it, and yeah, so. All right. Now we're going to be continuing on with that. And it's pretty much almost the same thing as we did on the other side. These were mirrors. I don't know how much of mirrors they were, but I wasn't going to continue on with the thing and end up having sausage and a sausage sandwich for Christmas, for dinner. You can tell where my mind's at. And yeah, so I'm pretty much fueled up, ready to go. Now I just got to get the set built here and kind of get this done, you know, because I really want to get into, well, I got a bunch of other things that I really want to get back into cleaning up in here right now. But another reason why I'm cleaning everything up is because I'm running out of space in here for sets. And I'm still dealing with people taking this stuff very seriously, so I'm kind of trying my best not to just either rant or block. That kind of thing. Okay. All right. So let's get these on here. And it's a pretty durable build, and if this trailer is separate from the rig, I think that this is going to be built up to 4 people, and I think that's really going to be good. And yeah, I mean, we're looking for how many people can this set handle. Matter of fact, let me, oh, we're getting close, and I can not multitask as much now. Okay. Jay, why do you multitask? It's just part of my blood. That's how I was trained. You get more stuff done if you plan ahead. Some people I know only do one thing at a time. And that will never get you done if you're doing one thing at a time. And this goes right here. I try my best to keep these videos entertaining. Sometimes these reviews are not so entertaining, you know. Goes the rattling pipes again. And we're on the same day. Still, today is the 14th of December 2024. I had one that I kept saying the date wrong, so I had to go back in and fix it because somebody's going to get mad. Sometimes after a while I'm kind of just tired. I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's a free video. You take what you get. And speaking of that, today I had a long time Patreon supporter decided to cancel their membership, sadly. Yeah, it was kind of a shame too. This person's been on there for quite some time and not there anymore. And I thought, well, the more people who drop off of Patreon, that's it. I probably will never post any more on there, and then that'll be the end of it. It was due to Apple and its silliness of raising up the rates for creators. We're not the ones that develop the apps, but Patreon is also getting kind of greedy too. So I figured, well, once that's done, it's all a la carte. So instead of getting the latest and greatest building guides, the viewers have to wait. I had one guy that dropped off and wanted to go to the YouTube memberships, only to find out there was no parts list on there. And I'm like, well, how else am I supposed to put a parts list on there? And kind of got a little angry with me, and I'm like, well, sorry, but even I could have told you that. There's no parts list. There's just no way to put them up there right now. And yeah, some people don't even do it. They'll jump to conclusions, and they'll ask questions later on. I'm like, well, that doesn't do me any good. And yeah, and then it don't matter to me because I have the building guides on my own server. In fact, I even have them backed them up on a DVD too. So I always will have copies of the building guides. So this is pretty much like the other side here that we did. Now we got to build two of these. So remember, we did that, and let's see here. Well, looks like my thing is done. So now I can close this stuff out and then proceed on. Now we're back where we need to be. All right. And let's see here. All right, before I get started, let me check on some stuff. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. And yeah, let's try to breeze through this. So I'm going to try to do the whole thing right now, real quick. Get the tour done, get the close-up. So this one's going to have, a 360 spin tour, close-up tour, and then the review and opinions. Okay, so that's pretty much how I'm going with it here. It's going to be a very quickie. I know there's some out there who will do walkthroughs on each thing. I used to do those, and I found out the audience got very bored. They just basically want to know if it's a good build and some of the highlights. We don't need to take a full 3D tour of it. Some do, but for me personally, what do I prefer 3D tours? If it's a set that I'm highly interested in, some people just want to see if the build's worth getting, going out and getting and stuff. And they want to hear my opinions. So I try to keep the reviews kind of brief, unless it's a really good build, and we're talking hardcore really good. And yeah. So what I'm going to do right now is get this set done, filmed, and then tomorrow I'll start another one. And it's like an assembly line right now. That's why I had to do some spring cleaning in here because there's just so much that I have. There's just way too much sets. And Lego does send me a lot. More than what I'm even willing to review, but you know, I'm here, I may as well do it. So basically, what I'm going to do, or I can just leave it on the counter and bring everything up close. But sometimes the hand cam really does very well, because sometimes you want to get right up and close in there and see how things function. Like what you're seeing is an exploded view. It's not really going to do any good. So what we're going to do now is get things going here. And we got a lot of studs nut on top, huh? A lot of sideways building and all sorts of stuff here. And yeah, that's the name of the game. But it looks like this is going to be a very sturdy build when it's fully done. So it's going to be, hopefully, to be meant for play. And like I said, I'm not interested in the Formula One series stuff, but the build quality on these is pretty decent for what they are. It's either range from average to above average to really good. I'd say this one's really good. But you are getting what you're paying for, too. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of building kind of fast right now. I've got a lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to raise the clock here. There's nothing I want to watch on the internet or anything, but I want to just get things done here and move on. Maybe play some video games tonight. Okay. Yeah, to me, it just does not feel like Christmas. Now, here's the deal. I'm going to upload these as quickly as I can to YouTube. These are released whenever I get them done. So I'm going to try to get a number. Right now, I'm working on another large review right now. It's a 4 parts in a series. I got to get that unit all done. And then, I mean, I'm only about 40% done filming it. 20% of it's been proofed. So it tells you there's 5 pieces in total. And it's a lot of work, but I'm doing it. Alright, then these go back on the trailer here. Whoa. Okay. And I'm hoping that we got more modular builds in here. Now when I'm done, I will list down what bags do what. Okay, so I'll list those down eventually. Okay, we need to bring these up here. Yeah, I got to check our metal works, our iron factory in Lego Fortnite, see how well that's coming out. You know, trying to get that going there so we can get some more metal plates. Seems like almost every awesome build now is using metal plates. One thing I wish Lego Fortnite would do, if you're running a server, I wish I can buy a pack and let everybody use that pack on my server. If I buy the pack, it's only for me. So it's more like rubbing in everybody's faces that I have this and they don't. And it's just kind of silly, so that's why I'm kind of against it. I wouldn't mind doing a group pack, though, would be nice. Or if everybody pitched in and bought a pack for the server, we'd have an epic server. But, well, that's not how they make money over there. I'm sure the CEO of that company is probably making a ton, like a boatload. Alrighty, well look at that. Isn't that cool? Let me put these on the top here. Close those up. And you know what, if you really wanted to, you can buy these tiles. And you can make whatever you want out of these. You can make this trailer anything you want. Matter of fact, you could change it up a little bit and make it into the flag mobile unit that was used in Knight Rider. There you go. Looks pretty good. And now we got this. So we just have a handful of parts remaining here. No telling what this does. Huh. Oh, I mean, I bet you I know what this does. It's like the thing that folds down. Well, I can't get that on there. There we go. And that's where that goes, right here in the front. Well, we still got a problem here. We're still not done yet. So I bet this just folds down for leveling. Not too bad. And this is what we have remaining for bag number 8. That's not a lot. Okay, bag number 9. Looks like we're building some kind of crate that goes, probably what's going to go on the front here. If it goes on at the very last, and obviously it's a modular unit. So it seems like bags 5, 6, 7, 8 do the trailer so far. Like this one's got small to medium, maybe a few large pieces. A lot of pieces that I have never really, I've seen in certain colors. We've seen these a couple times in this set. So yeah, let's get going on that. I mean, the color palette on this set is lacking a little bit, but we're slowly plugging away. Well, the chin hair guy is slowly taking a stroll, and I have so many of these type of bricks now. It's not even funny. You know what I forgot to do? Turn on the ring light. Does it really matter? Well, kind of, because it does lighten this up a bit more here. Like that. It just looks better, too. Yeah, but it's kind of sad to see some of my patrons go. But, you know, that's just how it is. I read the reason for leaving, and you know, the way everything is now, I can kind of understand it, but you know, I'm trying to get a couple hundred patrons on there would be nice, because then I can put all the really big stuff on there. Well, not a lot of people, I just won't really mess with it. So I'm getting one of those instrument clusters. Trying to think on how I want to break this build down. Oh, that color palette goes together very well. Okay, some palisade bricks. Okay. Purple bricks I don't have a whole lot of, so it's kind of cool to see those. Kind of want to see this one built all done here and do the tour real quick and be done. And purple slopes, yeah, that's another one we don't see a whole lot of. I'm looking for that little rubber piece. There it is. And this goes right in here. Okay. And then there's the instrument cluster. We got to find. I just saw that. This goes here. Maybe it's a flight simulator. We don't know. I forgot the other one right there. And I shoved these in here. So just use the side of this for a guide. There was this place I remembered. I'd like to go back and see it. If anybody's ever been up Northern California, maybe it's further up, maybe in Oregon, I can't remember, or northern part of Nevada, called Bernie's Falls. If you've ever been there, I was thinking about that place, how hot and miserable it was in the summertime, but when you go down to the falls, it's like you go down, the next thing you know, you just get a blast of cold air. I remember when my parents took me and my sister, it was so hot there. I mean, it was miserable. So we'd all hang out at the waterfall. Okay, looks like this just sits like that. So it springs a little bit. And I still remember that place. And I thought, that'd be kind of a cool place to take the family. But, you know, they don't. None of them like camping, but I thought, I mean, sure, I don't even have a camper. I mean, tent camping. I'm still at the age where I can still handle it, but most of my bunch, they don't want to get their hands dirty. So I thought, well, be something kind of fun to do, and just to kind of go poke around there. And then they have the. What was that place I went to? I remember the name. It was called, I think it was called Carlsbad Caverns. I can't remember where that's at exactly. Now that was a fun place to go through. I always thought that was cool to kind of go through the caves and stuff. And there was another one we went to. It was called Lava Tube Tunnel or something like that. That was a scary one to go under, especially if it's dark. And it was really especially scary when you, after you watch Poltergeist or something, man, you know, and dark, and you're only 8 or 9 years old. Yeah, that's pretty much, that'll get you there. But I thought, you know, that'd be kind of cool. We haven't got to that sticker sheet yet, and we're only on bag 9. I don't know, but that's where we gotten so far. It's like some kind of maybe flight or maybe a driving simulator. We don't know what this is yet. We'll find out eventually what it does. And yeah, we got a lot of snot bricks on the side, so obviously we're going to wrap around with something here. But I remember like Carlsbad Caverns, all that stuff. What was another place we went to? And everybody's been asking about this one, the Winchester Mystery House. It was up in Northern California, I think by Sacramento. I remember we took the tour through that one. Oh man, that place was so awesome. You could get lost in there, and just think it started out as a farmhouse. And Mrs. Winchester kept building on to it, just because the spirits told her she had to. Making all those hunting rifles. And I thought, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. To go back through there again. Those were the days. Now it's like, yeah, not too much. And that's what it looks like on the side so far. I remember those vacation days, though, in the 80s and 90s. And, yeah, those were fun. I know a few of my buddies, they don't even take their kids on vacation. And I'm like, why not? Oh, it's expensive. I'm like, yeah, but you get memories, dude. That's what you want. It's got a lot of weight to it, but I don't know. really what this is going to do here. Okay, now we got to cake a bunch of these on here now. Well, we're breezing through this bag, huh? I'm focused. Yeah, I'll tell you, you got to work. You cannot work on an empty stomach. You just going to have to go for it. Okay, we need to make 2 of these. Let's stick this one over here first. Probably some panels that go on that. Let's see, the Winchester Mystery House. Oh, there was also the Hoover Dam tour. If you ever go through that one, that's not too bad. Or if you're ever, I can't remember the place, San Simeon or something like that here in California, you could even go through the Hearst Castle. They have plenty of tours there. I can't remember which one we did. We took a tour, I think, of the main castle. And those were fun. But I remember back and then you could not take flash photography. I'm sure it's still like that now, just because of the photography would, the flash cue would just, slowly deteriorate all the furnishings and stuff. So that's why they don't do that. And yeah, we have this tile. Where did that go? Did it go on the front? Did I miss a piece? Oh, wait a minute. We forgot a whole piece. I forgot to put a sticker on it. We'll get to that here in a second. Too busy talking about the fun things of life, huh? So there actually is something here, and that's sticker number, well, it's this one right here, number 1. So maybe we're just using this here. There's no steering wheel, so obviously you got to use your mind to drive it. And that's on a nice purple tile, so you know exactly where that's going to go when I'm done. And that goes right in here like that. Making sure I got that in the right spot. Yes, I do. So you can see right there. And that's it for bag 9 with absolutely nothing remaining. And finally we have bag number 10. We've still got one big sticker in there. And I think I know where it goes on. Okay, so we got the tire. Really, Lego, these little tires on that big semi, really, that's, Mom, even my lightweight travel trailer's got full-size tires. That's something I'd put on a teardrop travel trailer or something. What can I say? I gotta keep it real here. And okay, so some medium and small pieces. Alright, so we're not done with this yet. I'm hoping this just snaps in there, because that'll make a great little spot. So far I'd say this can be built up to 4 people. Okay, I don't see these in red before. Making sure you can still see what I'm doing. So yeah, this is going to have the sticker in it here. And yeah. Now we're going to have to do our vegetables. The stickers are not too terribly bad. I was just hoping the whole thing would be printed, but that's just how it is. And I'm always looking for transparent light blue, especially plates. Good water pieces. So those will be ripped off when we're done. When I'm done, they're going to be gone. Jay, you're not going to rip that whole beautiful build off. Oh, yeah, I'm ripping it apart when I'm done. I'm going to harvest the parts while they're still fresh. All right, let's start cleaning some stuff up. Okay, and that's where these go. We're still not done with that yet. We're still missing some stuff. So I'm hoping it's just plug and play here without anything attached. If it's at the very end, we snap it on there. Yeah. And we got to flip it over. And then we stick a bunch of these here. I'll show you what they are. Those hinge pieces, the top parts. I think that might be the ladder to it. I don't know. I mean, yeah. Well, I can't get the last one on there. Looks like it's just some kind of a fancy rail system. But where does this go at exactly here? So how am I going to do the close-up tour? I don't know yet. Do I even need to do a close-up tour on this? I mean, I might. I'm kind of thinking on it a little bit, you know. Do I really need to put a close-up tour? Well, this is just not going together very well. And rotate it around. And then we got some black tiles and some red tiles that go in there. I bet it connects to one of these sides. Yeah, let me get all these out of the way. There we go. Oh, I need those in red. Well, there they are. I get 4 of them too. Well, I need more than that, but trying to get those in different colors. It'd be good for mosaics. And then after that, we put some friction pins in here. And this is indeed a side, so I bet these are steps. Okay. And then this goes, here's the picture here, this goes here. Like that. So I bet this swings down and there's your steps to get in. And they use the hinges here. They have the hinges open and they use those for stops. That's pretty clever because then it doesn't fall all the way in. Look how finished this, look how finished off this looks too. You would never know it. I think it plugs in there and we have to finish it up. And then this side here is just, I guess it goes on this side. Yeah, I'm glad I get to share my field experiences with you guys and gals instead of just, you know, telling you about it. Some people talk about it in a blog and it just doesn't serve justice. So I think that's supposed to simulate blue sky there. Not too bad, huh? All right, and then that's it. We got more to work on. Okay. So let's get going here. Well, what are you gonna do? Tile this off? We got inverted tiles on top of this tile. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to see what this does here. Well, it really is. We're just tiling things in. Wait, what? Oh. Skipped a step. Now flip it over and put these on there. Say, what would be the point of just tiling stuff down? Making building blocks? All right. And then the sticker goes in here, which is sticker number 2, and they got the blue sky going down there. It's got to be backwards. Let me just place that in there real quick for you. Okay. And yeah, I will be ripping that out too. And that's it for the stickers. Throw that on the floor. And then now this goes here. And it's upside down like that. See, that's how the book's got it shown there. At least they give you a 1-to-1 thing on that. That's exactly what they did. I can't do that with my building guides because everybody's screens are different. All right. I will be right back. All right, sorry about that. Everything's coming along pretty good in video processing land, so that's good news there. Been finding a bunch of mistakes and stuff that I have to correct. At least I'm getting better at voiceovers. What I usually do is I put the recorder back where I'm sitting at now, and that's how I get the good quality stuff. Sometimes I forget. I'm trying to keep a standard for it. This looks like this is probably the sky that opens up. We don't know yet. It's hard to say. I could cheat and take a look, but yeah, that's what we've done so far. See, not too bad. It's an interesting set. Would I run out and go buy this? I'm not really interested, so no. But it's got a lot of good building techniques too, so I don't think you're going to go wrong with it here. Okay, then it's like this. Okay, it goes like this. So bring these out like that, and you would just attach this in. I was looking at that, kind of weird. And then that's it. And then we have these going on both sides. That's why I didn't put those in until last. We got that hole there. Is that the hole for the oxygen to go into? And then this closes up. Oh, there's not even a hole in there. Well, how do you open it up again? Okay, like that. Oh, I see. And then you flip it over and we stick this in the bottom down here. Okay. It's probably the part that connects up to the semi. Now, I was hoping this would be completely modular, but I have a feeling it's not. Okay, we're going to grab this side here with the bumps and set this down right here. Okay, and it looks like that's how it is. I'm going to bring, let's leave that down. So it just locks in here and here. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think we're going to leave it like that. And then now, we're going to put some plates in. But what I'm going to do for brevity, I'm just going to start sticking them in here now on both sides. Okay. Jay, you're going to go too fast, so I hope we're not. And okay, then we got to make one of these, which tells me there's one on the other side. So we'll stick this one right in here. Okay, it goes like this. That's going to lock that together. I mean, maybe it might be possible if somebody built this, but parts separate, but it would just be kind of hard to do that. And then now we just kind of finish up the rest of this here, like that. And then we shove this right in here. You think there would have been a 1x1 plate in there, but they didn't put it in there. And then, whoa! Don't worry, we'll be playing with that soon enough. There we go. That's not a bad little contour for that, huh? Make a good fifth wheel base. Okay, we already did that. It just tells you we got to finish up this side here. Okay, now we got to put wheels on the bottom. 6 of these little boogers. And just snap them right on the bearings. So we'll have a bunch of these done here. Isn't that cool? I'm just spinning it for fun. Just to make sure that they're spinning and not binding up or something. And there we go. Right there. Okay. And yeah, what's next? The hell that the pages weren't sticking together. Okay, so now we're going to be putting something over these. That's why they left that out to last. So I'm assuming that this goes here. Well, it falls in there, now you know how to get it out. And then there's one on the other side too. Put that over here. And then after that, we got to put these here. Okay, I was like, well, how are we going to finish this off? Well, this piece is in backwards here. Let's pop that out. No. Going to make me get up and get the brick separator? Oh yeah, that looks really good, doesn't it? It goes right around those wheels. I got that one in the right. See, we find mistakes and we correct them. It's not that big of a deal. Bring that down, and there we go. And that's what we have remaining for bag 10. Now we're going to start setting everything up. And we're going to see here real quick. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It tells us how to use the stand. That thing opens up. You know what? This is so monstrous. I may not be able to put this on the stand. The turntable. My turntable is only about 18 inches wide. This is very long. This thing here, I wish it would snap in place. It's going to keep doing that unless you don't mess with it. Alright, so let's kind of set this up. This stand here keeps kind of falling apart. Let's see here. I mean, most people are not going to leave that down anyways. And just bring this, and we'll just slide this right in the top here. It should fit right in pretty easily here. Clicks in place. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. This thing really looks good. It can do that or do this. So, yeah. And there's no way I could fit this on a turntable. I don't think I can. Let me see if I can. Well, here's the deal. I want to put the cars in and kind of show how it works. So what I'm going to do here is let's set it up like we mean it. This opens up here. This opens up at the top. And that does that. Okay, so you got to have the truck straight. And just have that like this. It's probably the screen to see overhead. And let's put our minifigures here. Okay. And we'll put this guy right there. Okay. You probably don't see a whole lot, I'm sorry, but this is the thing I gotta deal with here. It's big. It is big. This is not a little set. So I think honestly, here's what I'm probably going to do here with this. I don't think I'm going to do a close-up, or I may still, I don't know. But I think the way it is right now, I think it's fine the way it is. I could drop this down, but I'm looking at it right here. If I go any lower, you're not really going to see the top. So let's focus in here, and I think that's good. Let me get the light more over there. And I think, honestly, I think that's good. Okay. And it's not a really lengthy build. This wasn't too bad. I mean, it was very enjoyable, and I'm not even into the themes, that tells you. And I think this would look better like this as a thumbnail than anything else. Because how does the box show it? The box shows it all closed up. So we're going to leave that closed up. When we do the tour, it'd be a lot better. I think that's going to be really good. And I'm pretty pleased with it. All right, you want to take a face plant, Mr. Goatee. And yeah, I'd say whoever gets this set for $100, it's pricey, but it's mostly printed, just a few stickers. But it seems pretty strong. Except for that little kickstand down here. But let me get that folded up here. So I would say that 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, so bags 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 through 10 to build the trailer. I'd say between 2 to 4 people. We almost forgot about you. We got to put you over here. There's 5 minifigures, so we'll set those there. Okay. And I think this is pretty good for what it is. I think whoever gets this, you're going to have a lot of fun with this. This is not something cheap or cheesy. I think it's really good for what you're getting here. And I'm pleased with the outcome of it. Well, let me take a quick thumbnail of this, and then we're going to start doing the review. Let's begin with play value. As you saw with the tour, there are plenty of things to do with the semi as well as the race cars. And we had full access into the interior. And in addition, you get 5 minifigures. Here's the bonus. It can be constructed by up to 4 people. So just imagine you can take you and your friends, you can put all this together. You have a couple of brothers or sisters, or if you're mom and dad and want to put this together with your children, here you go. It's a good collaborative build. It's a good group build. So this would be really a fantastic project to assemble together as a family or as a group of friends. It's really cool. Build quality seems okay with this set. I didn't have anything fall off. It seems average, but once the build is done, it feels very solid. The only issue is with this kickstand down here. If you take the trailer off, it will tend to fall forward. Yeah, it is what it is, but for me, I'm going to look past that. It's not too terribly bad. Build experience was pretty good. Now, I'm not interested into the Formula 1 sets, but this one here had me hooked. This one was really good. Matter of fact, I finished it up in 2 days because I had other things to do. So if you're looking for something that's unique and interesting, this is it. Now, this almost looks similar to the Lego delivery truck. It's built almost on the same principles, so it looks and feels just like that set. So if you have that one, you're going to expect to get a really good build with this. Now, in addition, you do get a nice selection of bricks. So if you want to part this out and make something else, you can do that. It is even city drop-in ready. You could put this in your city. Now, this thing is a bit long, so you'd have to use 2 road base plates or have a custom racetrack. But these vehicles here are 7 studs wide. They will fit perfect on a Lego road. So if you're interested, you could even do illegal street races too, but this one here, this one's got a lot of play value for what you're getting here. So my final score on this set is 9.5 out of 10, just a little bit for the stickers that are in here. The main issue I've been having is scratched pieces. There wasn't too many, but it was enough to make the set feel used and cheap. Honestly, Lego needs to really improve on that because I'm kind of getting tired of getting sets that look like they've been thrown around a few times. So, but nonetheless, though, you are getting a really good build with this one. And I mean, it kept my interest. And I'm not really good at building cars, so this one here, I can even take this plan here and make something else out of it. So there's a lot of possibilities with this set. But tell me what you think.